In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to use the built-in exercises in Vivo by creating a multiple choice question and then a more complex drag and drop interaction. Both are super simple to create, so let's get started. In your library, you'll see there's a section called Exercises. Expand this section to see all of your options. I'm going to start with a multiple choice question, so I'll just drag it onto my page in the same way that I would an image. To customize the exercise, double click on it. Now you can amend the question to suit your needs, and there are lots of options to really get it how you want it. First, when a learner answers the question, they need to click a button to submit their answer. By default, this button's called Submit, but you can change this to anything you like. Next, you can hide the question box, which is useful if you want to deliver the question using voiceover or video. You can also choose to allow the learner to have multiple attempts at the question. Then enter your question text and below it any additional information the learner may need to answer the question. You can give as many possibilities as you like by clicking the Add Option button here, or removing an option by clicking the cross. Type your possible answers into the boxes and make sure you add a tick to indicate which is the correct option. If you have a lot of possible answers, you may want to display the options in columns. So that's your question all set up. Now you can decide how you want to deliver your feedback. You can use any or all of these options. First, you can use the built-in branching to send your learner to a different part of the course depending on if they've got the question right or wrong. You can send them to a new section on your page, and I'll be covering page sections in a separate video, or you can send them to a completely different page. For example, if they get the question wrong, you may want to send them back to the beginning of the chapter to do some more study. You can also add some text. Position your feedback text box by clicking here. Once you've done that, click OK and add the text you want to appear in the box just here. Lastly, you can add the option to play a sound, perhaps a sound effect or feedback delivered by voiceover. Once you have finished, just click OK. You can also customize the look of the question as you would with any text box by using the options in the text menu. So I'm going to go to the advanced options to square off the corners and remove the gradient. And then I'll change the colour here. As with most of the interactions, you can test them out directly in the editor without having to publish your course. So now that we've mastered the multiple choice question, it's time to move on to drag and drop. The principle is the same, although with this one you'll need to add some content to your page first. I have a page already set up with some images and a label for each image. The object of my drag and drop is to drag the label to the correct image. So again, drag the exercise from your library and double click to customize it. The options at the top are the same, so I'll just type my instructions in here and then move down to set up the exercise. I always start by adding my destination objects first, which in this case will be the rectangle shape below the images. So you just need to click on Add Destination Object and then select the image from the drop-down list. And I'll do that for the other two as well. Once you've got those in, you'll need an object to drag onto them, which in this case is the text with the corresponding name. Click Add Drag Object and we'll start with Bambi. By the way, a handy hint here, it's always helpful to have your objects labelled correctly. Okay, and then select the correct destination object, which in this case is the image of the deer. Again, I'll just do that for the other two. And I'm also going to deselect the snap to drop, as that will snap the word to the top left-hand corner of the drop object, which for this I don't need. That's all you need to do to set up the exercise. So if I just press OK, and we can test that works by enabling interactions. So when I drag the names onto the correct image and press submit, we can see they're all correct. So there you go. Simple exercises that you can customize as much or as little as you like. Have fun with it and check back next time to get a bit more serious with your learners by creating a full exam for them.